That's with your boys and Mr. Wenger. £7 million a year. A year. I mean, where?
Where do we begin,
I
mate?
don't know. I mean,
where do we begin, mate? Where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong?
You tell me.
I don't know, because I had to literally ask you guys in the group chat the other day. I had to call up my boy and really ask him. When you're thinking about, like I said to you, the players that we had before, Overmars, Perez, Ljungberg, Petit,
Lundberg, Perez,
Henry, Bergkamp, Sol Campbell, Lee Dixon, Tony Adams, Martin Keown, Lauren, Winterburn, Ashley Cole, Lehman, David Seaman. We can name him until the next day, bro. And then now you bring on 3-0 down.
Iwobi,
Danny, Iwobi, El Neni, where did it go wrong? And then you look at even some of the signs that we've got in the past, Scolacci, Sylvester, Senderos we had in our team, you know. Don't get me wrong, Senderos at one point I thought he would turn out to be quite decent. Seagan, Bravo Dean, Amina.
Well,
and it's sad. I don't know what's going on.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, we could speak all day about that. About the players that you had. You know, the players that you had before, in years gone by, sorry. What happened on Sunday?
Gary Neville, watch Gary Neville's comment.
Walking, the players walking.
Yeah, walking. You don't do that. Wembley, you run.
You don't even like the football Arsenal playing. Liverpool plays the best football.
Spineless.
Tottenham plays their football.
Gutless. He doesn't even like their football.
No, more. That's it. That's the last thing that we had.
The combination.
That's the last thing we had.
Gone.
That's what I'm doing. That's the thing. We literally. I genuinely don't think if you ask every single manager in Premier League, every single player, every single defender, and you ask them, "Are you scared of Arsenal?" None of them will say no. Literally, all of them will be like, "Who?"
Yeah.
We can literally go there.
Troy Deeney said it.
Yeah, we can literally go there and bully them. That's it.
Because once you bully them, they have no answer. They go into hiding, like Henry said, a turtle. They stick their head out and they go back in. when the going gets tough, they go back in. Yeah, they could fool you. They could beat your Everton's 5-1. Their heads are out. But you know, once they come against Chelsea, United, or City, their heads go back in. They're back into a shell.
It's true.
And just thank God I don't support them. That's all it is.
Oh, of course.
I mean, we Arsene Wenger. I mean, we can obviously put the blame on him. I mean, you know.
No, but you know what?
The players.
I kind of have a feeling. No. I knew he was going there. Listen. It's just like this is the best way. Who described it to me? One of my clients. I was training with him on Monday, and he described it to me in the best way, and I was like, "It's just like going for a job interview." Yeah. Imagine you come in suited and booted. You sit down with the CEO or the boss or whoever the main supervisor that's going to interview you, and he basically said to you, "Yeah, you've turned up late. Cool. Got the job. You come up next day to work." Had a drink.
You smoke it, stinking.
Yeah, you smell weed, or you're still a bit hungover. Don't worry about it.
Lost the major client.
Well, apparently
every day. Don't worry about it. No, exactly. And I remember even saying to my client, I was like, "Listen, I'm currently doing this training thing at the moment, and they're putting a lot of emphasis in the training and blah blah blah, and it's taking a lot of my time, but I need to devote my time to this." He said, "This is exactly what I'm saying about Arsenal, because of the fact that these people are saying to you, listen, we don't want you guys going through a bad experience because we want to make sure that you guys are trained to the top shape to then get into these people so you're fine." That's not happening at Arsenal. Man are leaving Arsenal saying how hard training is now. People are going into Arsenal saying how easy it is.
It's nice, it's rosy. Mkhitaryan saying,
give you hot bath before you come in. All them stuff.
Mkhitaryan saying,
they give hot baths before you come in.
Hot baths.
No, because Mkhitaryan, he left Man United and said, you know, Mourinho, he was harsh, he was tough. He's gone to Arsenal and said, you know, Wenger, he's nice.
Even Tobi said that about Mourinho. He's training that if one thing goes wrong, they restart the whole session.
Yeah.
Until that thing that he wants done is
done. What
done.
do you think if it goes wrong? Yeah. What do you think Wenger does?
I don't worry about it. Don't worry.
You got Gareth.
Maybe next week we try again.
Come on, man. But then even at the same time, like, but this is what gets on my nerves. We've had some decent signings over the last few years. Obviously, as you know, with Sanchez, Ozil, checks come in. But again, this is why I say, you know, people want to talk about it's also the players. We've got players with quality. They've come down. You got Sanchez. You play with Messi. You play with some of the best players in the world. You come to Arsenal. What do you bring to the table? Ozil, you've played with Ronaldo's. You play with great players. What do you bring to the table? Check. You've won the Champions League. You've won the Premier League with Chelsea. What do you bring to the table? And these senior players, you know, I'm not going to go as far as saying world class, but once great players come to the team, they're not world class. You can't come to Arsenal. If you're a big player at a big team, you come to another big team to elevate them. What, 3 FA Cups? Is that much? Not really. We've done less with people that were no one. You know what I mean? But and we've gone on to still invincibles, won titles, won doubles with man that have not really been the main guy at their clubs.
No, but going back to what you're saying about the signings, the signings you've had have been luxury signings. They haven't been signings that have actually addressed what you actually need to get yourself to the next level. Because I think we were having a discussion off the show, I think yesterday, about you've had teams, that
were far better than what we have now.
And you've had teams in the last 10 years that potentially could have won the league.
Easily.
And you look back, it goes as far back as the year that my boys won the Champions League and the Premier League in 2008. 2007, 2008.
Who was that striker where that guy broke his leg?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. Arsenal were 5 points clear. 5 points clear at that stage. And it looked like, you know, we was chasing them. I mean, you know, Arsenal were looking good.
Like Eduardo, I remember.
Eduardo broke his leg. They capitulated. And obviously, I don't know how many points we won the league by, but we managed to overhaul them and win the league, as we do. And then you had obviously there was I think it was like 5 years ago. I think there was an opportunity for you guys to win the league. In the last few years, 5, 6 years, there's been times where you've been
running away with
it, and Christmas you've.
And so you see when Leicester, they were top of the table.
I was about to get to that.
8 points, bro.
8 points.
8 points, bro.
But then there was that game. At the Emirates.
Which one?
We beat Leicester.
Ozil on top of the free kick. Swings it in, Welbeck goal last minute. You're thinking that's going to be the catalyst for Arsenal to go and win the league. What happened? They imploded in the next few weeks. So
literally, I swear that we didn't even win a game.
So
I remember.
It must be frustrating as an Arsenal fan because you know they've just come up short. It's not like in the last 10 years they've been far off, but they've just haven't had a manager or the right caliber of players to actually take them over.
No, but then imagine you're saying this. We all seem to identify the reasoning, or at least have a justified answer or reasoning to why Arsenal aren't where they are. Why is the guy that's there 24/7, the guy that's so devoted to Arsenal, the guy that's willing to take Arsenal to the next level, who's had to convince the hierarchies, because he's won the FA Cup, he's the right man to pull the cup forward. Why are we still seeing the same thing? And that's why for me, it's like, okay, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when we first won the FA Cup and everyone was saying Wenger out, at the time, don't get me wrong, I was kind of like, you know, it's a little bit harsh. Like,
give him a chance.
Obviously, when we came into the Emirates, it was all about basically trying to make up debt. So we couldn't go out and splash the money. We couldn't do all that.
I'll give you guys a 5-year window from that period.
No, but cool. Yeah. No, but even then, we were still like, there were still seasons where we weren't running away with the league, but we were top. At some point, obviously apart from the start of the season, because of alphabetical order, at some point in the season, we were top of the league. And every season, we just don't know how to stay there. We think that we're top of the league and we won the league.
Yeah, that's what they think. That's the mentality.
We're like, cool, we're top of the league, we're playing good football. Everyone's on Instagram updating their stuff, y'all Gunners, y'all. What's going on, bro? Come Christmas, everyone knows. That's why everyone's just thinking, cool. August, yeah, be top of the league in August.
Okay, well, I mean, cool. Me as a United fan, Tobes as a Liverpool fan, like, you know, outsiders looking in, I mean, obviously we can see what the issues are. Obviously, you know better than most because you are an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
What do you feel needs to happen now? Because obviously you can't change what's happened in the last 10, 15 years. So that's gone. That's gone. Yeah. That's gone. Like going forward, I mean, everyone, you know, you see people on Arsenal fan TV and stuff like that. I want change. I want this. I want that. Can say this. Kroenke. Yeah, they've got to go. They've got to go. You know, Wenger, he's got to go.
Lenny seems to speak a lot of social media.
He does, but bless him, at the end of the day, man's Egyptian, he's come from nothing, look where he's at, so... Lenny,
yeah, I mean...
Well, he talks like he's, I don't know, like he's...
like or something. No, I think he's just making an opportunity of what he has.
Can you rationalise what needs to be done going forward? Towards the end of the
Listen,
season?
One thing that I feel that needs to be done is someone of credibility at Arsenal in terms of like whether it's Citeh or Kroenke, one of them two need to come out and be like, cool, Arsenal Wenger's position is going to get reviewed. I just feel like there needs to be someone that's willing to take a stand for change or willing to take a stand for something to change. I saw a really, really good article on Sky Sports and they were talking about what they were saying when the season started, and they were like, we're going to invest the money, we're going to like be contending for the league, we want to get back to the Champions League, and they literally reviewed every point they made to see where we are now. We're going to spend the money, cool, who do we buy, like you said. Now you come into, like we did in the last video, like I was saying to you, cool, buy Aubameyang, buy Mkhitaryan, get these players, but what's happening, bro?
I genuinely believe, you can have players like Messi now. I believe you'll still be in the same situation. Because the philosophy is
no, but not only the philosophy. You got man that are literally like, you know, and not trying to go away from your question, but I feel like if you just have someone to come in and just slap everyone and be like, guys, you are playing for Arsenal Football Club. This is not a joke. There's people that we know that are playing Saturday League, Sunday League, semi-pro, or even people that we can go back in the back of our heads and be like, bro, you know that guy was sick. These guys can easily take over all the players in Arsenal. Easily. But the players don't seem to understand that. They don't seem to get the fact that we are in such a great position here to play for the badge. Because they don't want to do that.
Well, you know what's funny? I mean, you're 2-0 down. Was it? And then you're 1-0 down, and then you all of a sudden you go 2-0 down. Obviously, Wenger's trying to bring on Welbeck. Well, Sergio Ramos has got more career goals than Danny Welbeck.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Then he wasn't saying that when he was at United, right?
Pardon?
You didn't mention that fact when he was at United.
Well, I mean, that fact didn't come to light when he was at Manchester United.
Oh, really didn't,
it really didn't come to light. I'll get to you cunts soon. Sure. But, so, you know, you've got a lost Iwobi, you know, he's trying to button his shop, he's looking lost, like, you know.
He's
Iwobi, I don't know, he needs to go on loan to me. He's my Nigerian brother, but he just...
Nah,
I think he needs to go on loan.
Crap, man. Sorry to say, man. If you come across this, my friend, just please, I don't know, man. Bruv, like, man, I'm playing football. I'm thinking you're professional football. You play football every day. You run with the ball like you still haven't made a decision what you're gonna do with the ball every time. Yeah. How can you get the ball every time? And then like look all rushy. Bruv, no one's around you. Just be composed. Just get the ball. Cool, I'm gonna pass left, I'm gonna pass here, I'm gonna pass there. Man, trying to get past one man, all this stuff, like, bruv, calm down. But then there's no one in the team again. You're looking around, and even like you can see with Sanchez how he was last season, jumping about getting angry. Because again, people are getting the ball. Yeah, Sanchez, do your thing. Sanchez like, hey, you do your thing, man. You give me the ball like I'm here to do all of this stuff. Like that's what you know what I want to play around with good players.
I think you see where Arsenal are at the moment. I believe this is how good they are. Like people are judging them. Yeah, it doesn't like they're judging them. Yeah, in terms of like you guys were saying, years gone by, that's a whole different era. That was a different team. Like, where you guys are now,
it's bad. Or it's bad.
You can't do anything
but then again, like, and I remember me and Sheeny, we were saying this before a couple of months back. Like, why the cracks are so obvious now is because
teams are getting better.
No, not only teams getting better. It's because the FA Cup's wrong. If we didn't win the FA Cup these 3 seasons, we'll be debating massively Wenger's still there. We'll be debating massively.
To finish up on Arsenal, I mean, in an ideal world, at the end of the season, you get rid of Wenger. Him and his £7 million a year.
A year.
A year. Who'd you bring in? Just to round it off, who'd you bring in?
Well, first 2 names that come to my mind, and one is just a fantasy. Obviously, Ancelotti, there's a lot of talk about him coming back to the Premier League. I wouldn't mind, only because I feel like Ancelotti will come in and look at. But I think he'll just come in and look at man like a Wobie or Nenny, Xhaka, say you know what I mean? Yeah.
Back your bags.
Get out of here, you know what I mean? Obviously, as we were watching before, Zidane with Real Madrid's latest performances in the Liga. Obviously, if they don't win the Champions League, I could only imagine his managerial spot will be up for review. Imagine that after 2 seasons. Like he's been there 10 years, nothing. So, to me, those would be the first 2 names that come to mind, to be honest with you. Like, I just feel like the next person that comes in needs to be very vocal. They need to be on contact. They need to be out like, hey, I've said I wanted to buy X, Y, Z.
David Silva, not even David Silva. Who's that Watford former manager?
Marco Silva.
Marco, that's the one.
I mean, it could be a good fit.
Nah, I don't want no lower. Nah, man. Even when I was talking about the Burnley manager, I don't want no little guy, because I feel like they're gonna come in and do a Moyes. I feel like they're gonna come in and feel like, yeah, I need to change everything. But you manage some dead team, like. We need someone of stature. We need someone to come in and literally grab Arsenal by the neck and be like, I'm going to kick all these guys out. Bro, even if I was manager, I'd be terminating contracts. I'd be like, mutual termination. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Well, it won't be. Please, can you come to my office?
Yeah.
We've got a big game in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't know, me and him have got a bet. I think £50 bet. Who will finish above one another? I believe Man United will finish above.
Oh, you will believe that, wouldn't you?
He obviously feels that Liverpool will finish above us. I mean, who do you think will finish in second or third? Or who do you think will finish on top 4 or one another?
Top 4?
No.
You're top 4.
Between us two.
Between
Between us two.
United.
Oh, well.
Yeah, sorry, man. Liverpool's defence.
It's a catalogue of it.
I don't know, man. It's not top 4, but
it's a catalogue.
As long as you got this guy, that's the back of his top. I don't know if you guys can see this guy here. For as long as this guy's.
Because they got Salah. The Egyptian princes, they call him.
That's one of the best chants, I swear.
It's so funny. Okay, I understand. Look, Liverpool. Look, they've got momentum. You've got momentum. I understand that. Cool. Do you have the mindset and the
know-how?
The know-how to actually finish the job and finish.
Look at Tottenham. That's what they were missing loads of seasons.
Yeah. Man. So I mean, you're very excited. You're a very excited young boy right now. About the way you're playing. I mean,
we're playing exciting stuff.
Well,
I mean, right to be excited.
I guess so, but if you can't win silverware, then I mean, it's.
Listen, like I was telling you,
yeah, he's gonna go on about Mickey Mouse trophies.
No, listen, I'm not. Listen.
I mean, you know.
No, listen, mate. All I'm saying to you is, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know.
You know what? You don't know nothing.
I know.
You don't know nothing.
I know your United is below par. I know.
It's not great. It's not great.
You think winning that you won't change anything in my eyes.
Pardon?
You played a bunch of farmers.
You think you
won against a bunch of farmers.
You think you
that Ajax team you beat in the final will not finish top 8.
You beat the team that's in front of you. That Porto team you played the other day. What a bunch of twats! What a bunch of twats! What a bunch of twats! Don't you? How dare you? How dare you talk about the team that we played? We won a trophy. I understand. I understand. Look, our journey to the Europa League.
That's the same class you go to 0-0 with.
You know what? I mean,
Lavender Bayo said you bugged the spaceship, bugged the
well, we parked the bus against Sevilla the other day.
I didn't understand that.
Look,
because Sevilla are known for parking their bomb.
I think they beat 5-0. However, look, I understand the journey we took to beating to winning Europa League. It wasn't easy.
Okay, I applaud you when you did.
We did what we had to do because we needed to get back in the Champions League. We needed it.
I asked a simple question, which I seem to get slated for. All I asked was it easier that season to finish top 4, or was it easier for you to win the Europa League?
I'd possibly say it was easy to win the Europa League.
Exactly.
With the teams that were in it. But however, you just about finished in the top 4.
Man, I don't care if it was an alphabetical order. As long as we did it.
However, it went to the last day of the season.
Oh, yeah,
I think you beat Middlesbrough on the last day of the season.
3-0 comfortably.
Yeah, you beat them comfortably 3-0. You just about made it into the top 4, and you acted as if you were, I don't know, this juggernaut, of a team that actually, finished so far ahead of the teams that were behind you. I mean, you're in the Champions League.
We finished ahead of you?
I think it was like 4, 5.
4?
Yeah, I think it was like 4.
Oh, I think you're mistaken, lad.
Nah, I think
we're going to have to check that.
Well, I mean, you're Mr. Up to Index, ain't you?
Yeah, but no, it's definitely not 4.
You're Mr. Up to Index.
4 is 1 win, 1 draw. It wasn't close. It was not close by any means.
The thing with you Scousers, which I'll revert back to, is you guys talk about this potential. You play,
I must say one thing though, and it's going to be controversial as hell. Klopp's a fraud, bro.
You think he's a fraud?
He's a fraud.
He's a fraud. He is a fraud.
Klopp's a fraud.
He's a fraud.
Okay, supposedly.
You know what? If he could,
supposedly we finish second year.
So he probably trying.
No, wait, I'm just asking. We finished second year.
Yeah,
is he still a fraud?
Bro, what have you not done? What have you won?
Listen,
you finished second.
Look at this.
Have you?
Listen.
You can finish second.
Look at this is.
You can finish second, but what have you
No, wait. It's unfair for that question. I'll tell you why. Because this City that's put in front of us, they've blown everybody away. Like nobody can compete with them. So if not for City and we finish second, shouldn't I tell you something that we're better than the rest?
Did anybody rate Arsenal when they finished second when they
against Leicester?
When Leicester.
Well, they were 10 points behind Leicester.
Well, how many points are you behind Citeh?
Well,
exactly. So you're trying to glorify finishing second. Yeah, exactly. You're trying to glorify finishing.
This is Liverpool. This is Liverpool in a nutshell.
Thank you very much.
What more?
You don't want to keep talking about Salah, Fabinho.
Wait. Salah.
Klopp.
Wait.
Because Klopp has got such a good character. He looks so good on TV. Look at him in the side and he's going crazy.
Okay, second year. If we finish second year, what more can we do? What more do you want?
Okay, cool. But then
this is a City that spends 50 million on every defender. What more do you want?
When was the last time you saw your team win silver?
6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah.
Are you proud of that?
It was a Mickey Mouse Cup, but we won.
Listen, you keep on talking about Mickey Mouse. You keep on talking about Mickey Mouse, but you can't win the big trophies.
Listen.
You can't win the big trophies.
Oh, well, we're out of the Champions League yet.
But you're not going to win the Champions League.
How do you know that?
You've got an opportunity to win it.
Oh, you've got. You've seen the future. So what? Okay. Supposing we do win it, what would you say?
Huh?
I'll
go and apologise.
Not supposedly.
Yeah.
You don't want to say I want him Arsenal going and this stuff off. Come on, man.
Listen.
Not supposedly thing out here.
Don't because you can't win the Champions League. Don't you dare tell me you my team.
Wait, why? So if you can win the Champions League,
why can't you win the Champions League?
Because the way you're saying,
you're just contradicting yourself.
How?
What logic? Where's the logic behind that?
I'm just saying I think we can win it. Why can't we win?
Why is it?
Okay, I don't want to be cocky, but we kind of are in the finals. Am I right?
We may not play
Your defence can be funny. Look at the Man City game. You almost lost that one.
We may not play swashbuckling football, but we've got a manager that knows how to go and get a result in tough places. He'll probably boss, the spaceship, everything. The plane. Klopp, all he knows
is attack.
I mean, if he could, he'd probably sign Usain Bolt because he just runs fast players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand how gas.
Okay, listen, mate. What I'm saying is, we're not as bad as people say we are at this present moment of time. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
we need to win silverware.
Not that you're bad.
Okay, listen, we need to win silverware.
To back the talk that you guys go around saying you need to win. You need to win stuff.
Listen.
Because even Arsenal, we're crap, but we've won more stuff than you in the last 5 years.
Okay, fair enough, fair play to you. But me, I'm not the type of guy that'll sit here want to finish 6th and win a Carling Cup and say that's a successful season.
No one said that Man United winning a Europa League and
no, the way you guys were talking last season,
do you mean,
you had a great season.
What do you mean the way we were talking? You don't even know how to brag about winning great things anyway.
What do you mean?
In your 27 years of life, have you seen your team?
I've seen everything except the Premiership.
Pardon?
I've seen every cup except the Premiership.
So you've seen the Champions League, won it once?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
How old are you, man?
15.
You was 15.
Yeah.
15. How many years ago? That's like 12 years.
2005. But listen, we won that year.
In your 27 years of life, have you
won FA Cup, won Carling Cup? We've been close.
Sporadically over the 27 years.
I cried.
So how many cups have you won per year?
What if we?
Over the course of your 27 years of life.
Listen, man, I barely got a C in retakes and maths, man.
But I mean, okay. Right, well, to wrap this up anyway, because obviously we're getting nowhere. Obviously, we're not going to get on. I mean, we're both vying for that second position. We both won it. Big game in 2 weeks. Do you think, hand on heart, that you will finish second and have a more successful season than Manchester United?
If we finish second, then yeah, I think we will have a more success.
No, I'm asking, do you think
I say why not? I say why not?
And do you think you'll go further in the Champions League?
Then you know.
Yeah.
I believe we can win it.
Okay. The floor is yours. What do you think?
You're the neutral between.
No, United don't finish by Liverpool.
No, okay, we'll see. Yeah. Like I said, he's not.
It's just your defense. Like you got Van Dijk, cool, but there's still nothing convincing at all.
He's improved.
That's the only thing I can say.
He's improved in the last few weeks. I've not seen the saves he's been making.
Bro,
he's been more solid.
Liverpool. I don't. Like, don't get me wrong, they're playing great football. They're blowing teams away. Attacking wise, Salah is by far the best first sign in the season by far. But your defense, that game against Man City, that just told us everything.
It told me everything. How can you go 4-1 up?
4-1, and you blew away. 4-1,
and you go to the 94th minute trying to defend the lead. What type of nonsense is that? What are you guys doing?
Like, if Aguero didn't score that chance, it'd have been 4-4, bro.
Literally. It's offside, anyways.
But it wasn't
the point for me, it's not even about it. The point is that he shouldn't have been in that situation defending a free kick within.
But wait. But yeah, you've been going on about our game management. But we've only lost 3 games this season in the Premiership.
Understandable. But I mean.
So it just goes to show, what if we had game management?
Well, who knows? But we'll wait and see. But what I'm saying is basically, in 2 weeks' time, I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
I hope you're ready.
I hope you're ready.
And guys, thanks for tuning in to You Know The Score. It's your boy Shinny Rose. Had my guy Luther, Arsenal fan. He gave us his thoughts on Arsenal, and this guy over here, Tobi. But yeah, I mean, in 2 weeks we'll see what happens with Liverpool and Man United. As for Arsenal, I don't know, man.
We've had enough. It's challenge day.
Well, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Put your comments below. We want to hear from you, and make sure you follow us, YKTS Podcast, and we'll be back again soon.